Yeah, we're live.
Live.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lonnie. What was that? That was the phone?
The other phone, yeah.
Oh, I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amber.
And we're Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. No, turn it down.
Sorry.
And this is
Stop it.
our happy little review on the Orville. Episode 2 of Season 1, titled Command Performance. Mm-hmm. And I was really, really happy with this episode. Mm-hmm. This one was better than the first one. The first one did what it needed to do and got all the character introductions and development out of the way. And
sorry, I'm having issues tonight.
So it did all that, and then this one is where it really took off. This episode, we've gotten all the intros out of the way, and the series is beginning to come into its own. Mm-hmm. Devasa the Great is on.
Yay!
Untitled Nerd Network's #1 fan.
Right.
What's up?
I'm glad somebody's the #1 fan.
Yes.
Ourselves.
But yeah, the episode was amazing.
It was really good.
I don't even know everybody's names yet.
I don't either.
But anyway, the captain, played by Seth MacFarlane, and his ex-wife, who is his first officer, they end up getting put into a zoo by this technologically advanced race, and they have basically a couple of species, or a couple of beings from every species, and so they're stuck there through the entire episode. But before they leave, they put, God, what was her name? Am I going to have to look up stuff on Wikipedia?
Isn't her name Sahara or something like that?
Yeah, I'm looking up the Orville characters only on a UNN review.
Yeah, because this ain't like Game of Thrones where you take notes and all that shit.
Yeah, I should. I really need to...
with the way this show's going, you might need to.
I know, because it is an hour long.
It's an hour long. And despite it being, Seth MacFarlane, there's comedy in it. And you can tell it's mocking it sometimes, but it has a serious plot.
Yeah, the series overall is very serious with a bunch of funny little jokes thrown in here and there.
It's serious with a light heart.
Yes.
That's more accurate.
Okay, so Seth MacFarlane.
How did you know?
What?
Untitled Nerd Network #1 fan.
Seth MacFarlane is Captain Mercer, Ed Mercer. His wife is, or his ex-wife is Kelly Grayson. The medical officer is Claire Finn. Gordon Malloy is his buddy, his red-haired buddy. Mm-hmm. Bortus is the single gender guy, the alien. Mm-hmm. Catan. Mm-hmm. She's the girl who got put in charge.
Okay. I don't know why I said so.
Alara Catan.
Alara. Okay. That rhymes with Sahara.
Yeah. And then we've got John Lamar, who is the navigator, which is really funny because Lieutenant John Lamar, that's kind of like LeVar Burton.
Oh, yeah.
So it's really a play on words.
It is a play on words.
Or names. And then you've got Mark Jackson, who does the robot. That is very funny. So, anyway, they end up having... Alara Catan becomes acting captain, because the top two leave. And she really, it was legit, because, like in Star Trek, if it's somebody's first time being captain, they're like, yes, captain, I'll take command. Mm-hmm. But she's freaking out. She's over there drinking whiskey,
shit.
Puking, which was a lot more,
it's more realistic.
That is all this show is more realistic Star Trek. Mm-hmm. It's what Star Trek really should be. I mean,
I don't know about all
not
that.
really what it should be, but it's a more believable Star Trek.
Okay, no, it's still sci-fi.
I mean, you know, the people.
And personality-wise,
the people,
yes.
The people act a lot more believable
Gotcha.
in this show than they do in Star Trek.
Like if people were actually going to be in a sci-fi situation, that's how they
like
would
I'm saying, Star Trek is way too prim and proper. They don't have, you know, ex-wife conflicts, and, you know, they don't have...
Whatever, they had the first interracial kiss on television. Yeah,
but that wasn't a big deal on the show.
No, they didn't act like it was a big deal because nothing's a big deal on there because it's sci-fi.
Do you know who the first couple on TV to ever be shown in bed together?
The Brady Bunch, honey. Everybody knows that.
No, the Flintstones.
Okay, you don't count animated series. I'm talking about real life people here.
Think about it, though. If this show takes off, and this was the highest rated non-NFL broadcast from last night. We are reviewing this the day after, and the Orville is the highest rated non-NFL programming for Sunday night.
That's awesome.
And that says a lot.
That does say a lot.
Because it's always been, nobody's going to beat the NFL.
No,
it's not going to happen.
NFL. I mean, hell.
But they beat out the Emmys, and granted, the Emmys is like at an all-time low right now. But still, I would like to be the second highest rated thing on network TV. You know?
Right.
I would love that, especially behind the NFL. But yeah, the Orville is, you know, they end up there, and spoiler alert, they end up going in and rescuing them. They don't even fight. Like, there's really not a lot of violence in this episode. Mm-hmm. It's more diplomacy and conflict, you know, like...
It is, and problem solving, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it was a very good, thought-provoking episode. And, I mean, just overall, an excellent show this time around. I couldn't really find many down parts, you know. It was awesome. They end up rescuing them, and in return, they want to make a trade. And it's revealed at the very end of the episode that they basically give, like,
that was such
Earth. They basically get these two, you know, they get the prisoners back in return for like a gigantic backlog library of Earth's reality TV programming from the 21st century. And like I mean, they mentioned Duck Dynasty, Real Housewives,
The Bachelor.
The Bachelor. I mean, there's like all kinds of crap on there, and they're like, "Oh my god,
it's the best exhibit we've ever had."
Yeah, by far.
Great.
And you know, they'll be showing that forever. But that was a really neat twist, and also, you know, the single gender species, they're all male, yet they lay eggs, and I don't know how they could tell, but the egg hatches at the end, and it's a female.
And they look very worried.
Yeah.
They look very
apparently
worried.
It's like, well, I mean, it's weird. It's like the first time in history, you know, there's ever been a female of the species, so they're like, so, I mean, that's probably going to be a major plot point on the next episode.
Oh, I think so, since that was the cliffhanger.
Yeah. And I was happy with it.
It was really good.
It was good. This episode, I would actually say that this episode is on par with some of the better Star Trek episodes, as far as like the Next Generation and like Deep Space Nine are concerned.
That's a good one to compare.
This was entertaining. There's really, there's no way to, you know, sidestep around that one. This was a good, entertaining show. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go out there and I think I gave the last episode like an 8, a solid, just average 8. This one was like easily a 9.5. It was a 1.5 better. Not perfect.
Right.
It wasn't quite perfect, But it did. There was actually parts of it that was like edge of your seat type stuff, and it was entertaining seeing them, because you really thought that they were going to end up getting back together or hooking up or something while in the exhibit.
And they did not. They just hated each other.
Yeah. It was like they were good the first night together, and then the next day when they're eating breakfast, they start yelling at each other about the noises one another's making and crap like that.
Him drinking beer at 9 a.m.
Yeah, he's like, I can't stand hearing somebody eat cereal.
She's like, it's breakfast. How about trying to eat instead of drinking at 9 a.m.?
That's great.
And he's like, Germans been doing it for years.
Oh, holy crap. But yeah.
I mean, it's alright. It's an alright show.
What do you give it?
Good. Probably an 8.5, really. I mean, yes, it was better than last week, but I'm still not like die hard, gotta watch it. I mean, it's good. And if it was to, all of a sudden, well, we're not going to do it anymore, I'm not going to be sad about it. I'm not going to be like, what are we going to do on Monday nights? Well, Sundays, technically, but...
Well, here's what I was thinking. The first episode, I was like, it was good, satisfied me, okay. Mm-hmm. And I had a lot of people, including Neil Beowulf, that was like, give it 2 or 3 episodes because the cast has to come into their own. Mm-hmm. It'll get better.
Yeah.
That typically halfway through the season's a lot better than the first episode.
Oh, well, yeah.
Definitely. And it'll probably be more fun to go back and rewatch the pilot after the season's over. Just to be able to kind of rehash that.
Maybe. It depends on how good it gets later in the season.
Yeah. And I'm really curious as to how many episodes there are. We're going to have to look real quick while we're doing this, and let's see. Episodes. There are going to be 13.
Oh, wow. That's pretty impressive.
Okay. Yeah.
For a first season.
Oh,
like
and the Seth MacFarlane is actually going to direct episode 8 and the finale.
Oh, awesome. That'd be great.
He hasn't directed one yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember how to pronounce his name, but the director of the pilot was John Favreau.
I don't know.
I think that's how you pronounce his name. He was actually the director of the first Iron Man film.
Oh, okay.
And he's actually directing the upcoming Lion King live-action remake.
Neat.
So he did the pilot of this episode.
Huh.
I'm actually looking through here. The name James Conway actually sounds familiar. He's going to direct episode 4. Holy crap! Episode 5 is going to be directed by Jonathan Frakes. He played Riker in The Next Generation.
Okay. All right.
The dude with the beard. Holy crap! I'm actually very excited all of a sudden. Because he is the one who actually directed a lot of the most well-received Next Generation episodes. Like you look at like a top 10 list, a couple of his episodes are on every one of them.
Awesome.
So he's a really good director, and it's going to be neat to see him. Oh man, I'm excited.
Let's touch on it.
I'm actually really excited now. But because I'm a Star Trek fan.
I am too.
Here's the thing. I am a fan of Star Trek's shows and Star Wars movies. Like, I think Star Wars TV shows
you're not
suck.
big on the Star Trek movies?
Not anywhere near that I am Star Wars.
Well, no.
I like Star Trek, First Contact, and Generations. But a lot of...
So you don't like the older ones? You like the
I do,
ones.
but they were a little slow for my taste.
Right.
The original motion picture, you could have cut out 40 minutes of the movie just by cutting out the silent space flight. Because there were times where there was a whole 10-minute scene of just them going through a docking station.
Are you sure it's the whole 10-minute scene? Are you sure?
That's what it's doing.
Are you sure? How long ago has it been since you watched it?
About 5 years.
Really?
No. 3 years. Seriously. were we together when I had the Blu-ray set
No.
that I had to get rid of?
Obviously not.
Yeah, because I had the Blu-ray box set of all the original series movies.
Okay.
And it was like a really neat thing. And like I watched all of them. And they were good. But for some reason I needed money and I got rid of them probably about the same time I got rid of my Jubilee comic.
Probably about so.
And I don't know. It was pretty good. But I ended up getting rid of them. The first movie, I love the plot of the first movie, especially when come to find out it was the Voyager spacecraft the whole time.
Yeah.
But I'm not exaggerating. There was half an hour of scenes where they're just flying through space, no dialogue, no nothing. It's just eye candy for the audience. Neat special effects.
But you got to think of when it came out.
Yeah. And it's weird because I fought that movie for that, but yet I love 2001: A Space Odyssey, and that's like all that movie was, basically.
I know. That's why I'm like...
So, I don't know.
Oh, it just didn't fit you. It's not a big deal. Whatever.
Oh, well, anyway, that's pretty much it for our... We spent about half the thing...
Probably should... We always end up talking about something else.
Yeah.
Every time.
But hey, it's good conversation.
Yeah.
But anyway, thanks everybody for dropping by. Who we had? We just doing like a quick 15-minute review, 16 minutes actually. And then we will be back here in a little while with the newest Rick and Morty review.
Woo-hoo.
So that'll probably be here in about 20 minutes to a half hour. Somebody on?
Oh, it's just Untitled Nerd Network's #1 fan.
Oh, but we will be back on with Rick and Morty, the newest Rick and Morty episode here in about a half hour.
Making people mad with our review.
Yeah, that's going to be funny. Anyway, I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amber.
And we are Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. This has been the review of the Orville's...
Sofa King's #1 fan.
Wow. This has been our review of the second ever episode of the Orville, titled Command Performance.
Halo Smith's #1 fan.
Well, he's just going all out here. Wow.
Anyway, alright, let's wrap it.
Yeah, anyway, we're going to wrap. We'll be back in a half hour. Thanks for watching.